It's going to be really good. A palace! And in this palace, there was a king. King Ahasuerus. There was a king, and he liked to party. He liked to drink, he liked to eat, he liked to drink. And one night, he called for his wife, Vashti! 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 Yes, Your Highness. Vashti, you gotta dance for me! Dance! Your Highness, it's really very, very late and I'm so tired. Dance for me! And Vashti said, no. So she was replaced. It's Torah. So what was the king to do? He needed to pick a new wife, like a tomato. He sent out one of those announcements, one of the run-of-the-mill, gather your virgins and have them come before me, and I will judge which one I want just based on how she looks, and then I'll keep her in my palace, and she can do whatever I want, whenever I want it, because I am the king and she will be my wife. Let's just pretend the palace looks like this. Announcement to the whole land and all the lucky women in the land. Now, the first to hear this announcement was Mordecai. Mordecai was always by the palace gates for some reason that I haven't quite figured out. Mordecai once, while he was waiting outside the palace gates, heard about an assassination attempt on the king, and he told the authorities and saved the king's life. So, Mordecai, when he heard the announcements about gathering all your virgins, immediately thought of his niece, Esther. Esther was beautiful. Oh, Esther. So he talked to his niece Esther and said, Esther, you must go before the king, but do not tell him our secret, for you see, and this may be hard to believe, that this woman named Esther, whose uncle was named Mordecai, was a Jew. So she wasn't going to tell the secret, and she was a good woman, so she did what she was told. She went before the king, and the king, seeing her beauty and so impressed with her womanly abilities, picked her to be the queen, like a tomato. He put her in the palace and kept her there. The next character in our story is the king's trusted advisor, Haman. We hate this guy so much. We made a cookie that looks like his hat. So Haman was a little unstable and had to lean against the palace the whole time. Haman had a huge ego. He made a rule that anybody who comes upon him in the street must bow before him before they could pass. And they did. Until one day, in front of the palace gates, he came upon Mordecai. And Mordecai said, no, I will not bow. I am a Jew. When Haman said, I'm gonna tell the king about this, and you're gonna regret it. So he did. He went before the king, and he said, King, we gotta kill all the Jews. I'm going to write a royal decree, and I need your ring to seal it so that I can send the announcement throughout the land. And the king, trusting his trusted advisor, said, yeah, sure. And just like that, the king put a ring on it. To be honest with you. So they were going to kill all the Jews. And then Mordecai heard about it and was very upset. And he paced back and forth, and he thought, I need to tell Esther. Esther will save us. So he somehow very secretly met up with Esther in the palace. He told Esther about the king's plan to kill all the Jews, but Esther said, what am I going to do? I'm just a woman. And Mordecai said, oh, you'll think of something. Well, he likes to party. Yes, that's a great idea. Throw a party. And then you'll come up with something else. Great! So there was going to be a party. In the meantime, Haman... he was busy setting up the gallows to kill his enemy, Mordecai. It looked really good, but he had to put it away because there was going to be a party. Okay. That morning, the king had woken up from a very strange dream and remembered that at one point there was a man who had saved his life. There was an assassination attempted, and he had told the authorities. This man, we must do something to thank him. Haman! He yelled to his trusted advisor. Yes, Your Highness? Haman? What should like a king do if there's a guy who saves his life and tells people about an assassination attempt? Well, Your Highness, you could throw him a parade. He loved parades. And give him a horse. Yes, said the king. Those are wonderful ideas. Do all of those things for Mordecai, who stands by the palace gates. No! Mordecai, by the palace gates, he is my enemy. I will do as I am told, Your Highness. I'm just going to kill the guy. Excuse me, what you say? Nothing, Your Highness. The words muttered off Haman. And then there was the party. And Esther threw a marvelous party with food and so much to drink. And the king was very happy. Esther, you're the greatest with parties and... Yes, thank you, Your Highness. Your Highness, I have just one question for you. Yeah, sure, Esther, said the king. You could ask me anything. You could have half the kingdom. Half the kingdom for you. Can I just put my spoon in your bowl? No, Your Highness, I'm very serious. I want to talk to you about your plan to kill all the Jews. Yay! Kill all the Jews. This Haman's plan is kill all the Jews. Yes, but Your Highness, I am a Jew. No. Oh, we can't. Can we kill all the Jews? Can I just put my spoon in your bowl? So it was decided they would not kill all the Jews. And then I think the Jews fought back and killed like thousands of other people, but we don't really talk about that part. And Mordecai was given a horse, and they threw a parade. And on those gallows where Haman had planned to kill Mordecai, they instead killed Haman. and all the Jews were saved. And that is the story of the cookie. Purim. That's the story